Good morning, everybody. So today I'm going to get started on my sugar cookies first. So I put in the mixer 1 cup of softened butter, and I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar, and then I'm going to give that a really good mix. You want to mix it until your sugar and your butter are mixed really well and fluffy. So, just, a little insight as far as like when you mix in sugar and butter, sugar is considered a liquid because it dissolves when it's in something soft or warm or watery. So sugar is a liquid. So now I'm just going to scrape down my bowl and give it another mix. Make sure all the flour and the butter are the sugar and the butter is combined together. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and add all of my liquid as soon as I'm done scraping everything down and putting it all together. I do hope everybody's having a good day today. It's been a bit of a crazy morning here at my house, but you know what? It's okay. So I did put a teaspoon of lemon juice in. You can use the bottle lemon or you can use fresh lemon, whatever you have available. And then I'm going to add 3/4 cup of milk. And I'm going to add 2 eggs. And then I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And after that, I'm just going to go ahead and give this a really good mix. You want to make sure all your liquid is combined with the butter and the sugar really well. I went ahead and turned the mixer up a little bit. Now I'm going to scrape down the bowl. I don't know about your mixer, but I know mine, for some reason, a lot of my, especially the eggs, they don't mix in well in the very beginning. So I always have to scrape down the bowl and make sure that it's mixed well. Now, your batter so far is going to look kind of chunky in a way. It's almost like cottage cheese looking, but it's okay. It's supposed to look like that. It's perfectly fine. So now I'm going to add 5.5 cups of flour. Now, I know that seems like it's a lot of flour, but trust me, it makes an amazing sugar cookie dough. I absolutely love it. You can get a lot of cookies out of this cookie dough. Depending on what size you're going to use, you can get plenty. It's a really good soft cookie dough, but also it holds its form. It doesn't fall apart or anything. So let's go ahead and combine everything together. I also put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to continue to just mix it and make sure, scrape down that bowl, make sure everything is mixed well. And you can see how fluffy it is. It's a really nice fluffy cookie dough. It makes a lot of cookie dough. So there I am. I just scraped down the board. I put some flour on my surface and I put some flour on top, and all I'm doing now is just kind of loosely kneading it. You don't want to overdo it. You want to just, make sure it forms into like a puck or a ball. However you want to form it is fine. And then just put some flour on top, and then you're just going to cover it with some plastic wrap. You want to cover it really well with plastic wrap. Wrap it up, and then you're going to put it into your refrigerator. I always put it on like a plate or, in a bowl or something, because it's very soft cookie dough. So you want to make sure that it doesn't, spread anywhere, or, you just want to make sure it's in the right surface for it. So there I am, just wrapping it up, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge. So right now I'm getting started on my chocolate chip cookie dough. I had put 1 cup of butter into my mixing bowl. And then I am going to be adding, I'm doubling the recipe. So I'm going to be adding 3/4 cup of brown sugar, but I'm going to double that. And then the same with the sugar, or that's 3/4 cups of brown sugar, which will be doubled. And then 1/4 cup of sugar, which you want to double. Right here, I kind of realized that I forgot to put the extra brown sugar and sugar in. Thank God I realized that. But so you're going to go ahead and mix it really well, just like you did the sugar cookie. Make sure everything is combined. You want it nice and fluffy. And scrape down your bowl once you see that it's being mixed well. A lot of the flour or the sugar or the butter, you know, whatever you have in your mixing bowl, kind of sits at the very bottom. So you want to make sure that it's mixed really, really well in. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the eggs in. I am putting 4 eggs into this batter because I am doubling it. And then I'm gonna, oops, you see that? I dropped the eggshell in there. Thank God I got it out. So, okay, so then you're gonna put 2 teaspoons of vanilla and you're gonna mix it. And that's it as far as like the liquid. That's all you're gonna put in there. You don't put any milk, any water, any oils, anything like that. That's gonna be it for the liquid. So you wanna make sure you just mix it really well. Once again, scrape down your bowl. You can see how soft it looks. It looks really creamy. So it's almost the same consistency as the sugar cookie when I added all the liquid to it. And that's perfectly fine if it comes out that way. Don't stress about it. You can kind of see the little flecks of the lumps in there, and that's fine. So now I'm adding the flour, which I'm adding 4 cups of flour and a 1/2 cup of 2 1/2 cups of flour, or 2 1/4 cups of flour. Sorry about that, guys. It's still early in the morning. Then I'm going to add my secret ingredient, which is the vanilla pudding mix. I am adding 4 boxes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did I add 4? I think I did. No, I added 2 boxes of the vanilla pudding mix from what I can see. And then if I added 4, then you'll see that I added 4, but I looked away for a second. So I'm sorry about that. So then I added the pudding mix, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and that's it. That's all I added to it, to the cookie dough mix. So we're going to go ahead and just let that mix really, really well. Same as the sugar cookie dough. You just want to make sure it's combined. Scrape down your bowl, your spatula. And I did taste it, and it tastes really, really well. So I added 2 cups of chocolate chips. No, I think I added 3. Hold on, I'm getting too quick out over here. So 2, that's 1 and a half. I added 2 cups of chocolate chips because I go ahead and add another 1/2 cup right here. So I scraped down the bowl, and I was looking at the cookie dough, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and add another 1/2 scoop of chocolate chips. I like my chocolate chips to be really evident in my cookies. You know, I like them to taste well too. So you can't go wrong with chocolate chips. So right here, all I'm doing is showing you how I'm going to roll the balls. I put it on my scooper, I roll it, and I put it on a parchment paper. And then when I do that, it's going to go in the freezer, and they're going to freeze up, and then I'm going to bag them. But I'm going to show you that a little bit later. So right here, I am doing the white chocolate cranberry cookies. It's the same exact cookie dough as the chocolate chip cookie dough. The only difference is I added 2 cups of white chocolate chips and a cup of cranberries. Now, I'm supposed to add walnuts, but I didn't have any and I forgot to buy them. Sorry, guys. And that's it for that cookie dough. It came out nice and smooth. I packed it up and put it in the refrigerator for tomorrow. So right here, I'm going to start my my gingerbread cookies. And hold on, give me 1 second. I got to pull that up because I forget. So I added, you want to go ahead and pretty much add almost everything that you have. So I added, I doubled the recipe. So I add 4 cups of flour, 2 4 cups of flour, and then 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of unsalted butter, 2 large eggs, 4 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon, so it would be 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of ground cloves, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And then you're going to put sugar aside to roll, which I'm going to show you that tomorrow. So right here, I'm just mixing everything together. And I did show you guys when I put the molasses in the cup. You can spray your measuring cup with some cooking oil and then put your molasses, any kind of syrup that you're using, you could put it in there and it slips right out. It comes right out and it works really well. You're not wasting any of your product because trust me, product is expensive. So right here, I just creamed all the sugars and the liquids together. And I'm just waiting and mixing. Sorry if I'm flying through this recipe, but I'm trying to stay with the speed of my screen. So this is where I add all the flour. And I'm looking for my measuring cup. So I go ahead and had added all of my flour, and then I add all of the spices and my baking soda. I had forgot to take out my cinnamon, so I went ahead and did that. And you can see that I'm doubling everything right here. And once I get everything combined into my bowl, I'm going to go ahead and mix that all up. And then you'll see me put it in a container. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for tomorrow. I was going to roll out all the balls, roll the cookie dough into balls and put them in the freezer and put them in Ziploc bags. But I was running out of steam. And I decided I'll just put everything in containers, take it out early in the morning and let that all defrost, come to room temperature, and then I'll just scoop them all out. So right here, I go ahead and put it in the container, and then it'll go in my fridge. Okay, so here are the chocolate chip cookies. I rolled them all into the ball. They're completely frozen. I just put them in a Ziploc bag. I did have like 3 more trays of the cookie dough, and I fit everything in there, and it worked out great. So now we're moving on to the chocolate. I had made the white chocolate clusters peanut clusters, and they were hardening really quick. So I hurried and put them together, and now I'm just drizzling chocolate on top. And they came out really, really nice. They taste really good. I'm gonna put these in a bag along with the pretzels, and they're going to look really pretty, really festive. I can't wait to bag everything and put everything together because it's going to eventually turn out really nice. You know, all of this work is pretty tedious and it does take time to do, but it's worth it. So right here, I'm just showing you how I put the pretzel into the chocolate and how I just tap it on the side of the bowl. Make sure you get that excess chocolate off, and then you're gonna just place it onto your parchment paper. And I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit, and I'm gonna be quiet so you can watch me go ahead and finish. Hey everyone, so I am gonna call it a day. Man, I'm tired. I have been at it since 9 o'clock this morning. I got all the cookie doughs done except for the one, and I got all the chocolate treats done, which is great. So they're all everything's in the refrigerator, just doing their thing. And tomorrow I will be back to cook all the cookies. I was gonna do the breads tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna wait till Thursday on that. So that's fine, stretch it out one more day. I'm trying not to work too hard in the kitchen because sometimes it just takes a toll on me. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I made me a nice coffee. Oh man, it's really good. You know, my trick, real quick, with iced coffee is when I make a pot of coffee. Now my husband and I have one of the little small pots. It makes 2 cups of coffee. It's perfect for the both of us, but sometimes one of us doesn't have any, or you know, whatever. So whatever's left over, I let it cool, and then I have an iced coffee what is it called, an iced coffee pitcher. I have one of those, so I just pour the coffee in there and I stick it in the refrigerator, and whenever I want an iced coffee, it's in there. It's ready for me to go. But you don't have to have an iced coffee pitcher to do that. You can have any kind of pitcher, or a tall storage plastic container, you know, like something that you would put soup or something in. You could use that. Anything that you have that you can store in your refrigerator, use it. I do it a lot in the summertime. I drink a lot of iced coffee in the summer, not too much this time of year, but I was craving some coffee and I didn't feel like drinking hot coffee because I've been in the kitchen. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, but that's a good tip. Just a quick tip. Not sure if you guys know that, but that's what I do. So I'm gonna relax for a couple hours. I still have to wash my dishes, but I'm going to do that before I make dinner. I'm just going to relax for a little bit, and then I'm going to get dinner going, and then I'm going to wait for my husband and my son to get home from work. And yeah, enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, what is today? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it is Tuesday. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. You subscribe. You press that notification bell for me, and tell your friends and your family all about my channel. I want to invite them in, show them what I'm doing. I hope I inspire you. I hope I help you with anything that you guys are looking for, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.